What industry is slowly dying? Professional journalism. Ironically, I heard casket sales were slowing because of innovations in cremation or other burial services like being buried in a tree. Artisanal repair, like leather repair, shoe repair, seamstress, clothing repair. Combination of no young people learning the skill, taking over businesses and proliferation of fast fashion. Just like small electronics repair before it. Edit. Forgot to mention rising commercial rents, the bane of many small businesses. Customer service. You thought getting a human on the phone was difficult in 2025? By 2035, agentic AI will make sure no human customer service exists. In 10-20 years, you'll have a teacher crisis. Unless you're from upper-class money, you're not paying $80K for college, to earn $50K a year to teach kids. God, this thread is depressing. TV, film writing. I had a 20-year career that has all but ended, and I'm far from the only one. The studios, streamers are making fewer and fewer shows, which have fewer and fewer seasons with fewer and fewer episodes. Used to be an actual career, now it's a hobby for the rich. In Korea, the private education industry, a multi-billion-dollar industry. The birth rate is so low, although is starting to reverse slowly, is still far from sustaining a population. I try to keep track of student data in my area. In a span of 5 years, I saw enrollment drop to just one new student last year at the local public school, and I am in a city that is about 1.4 million people. There are enclaves of families trying to pool in certain areas so their kids can grow up with other kids. But many areas are just aging out, causing massive drops in enrollment from kindergarten to university levels, and families will literally uproot just so their kid can go to an area with more families and functioning schools. AAA games. Gaming is not dying, but the big game companies are almost incapable of making a profit most of the time, with games that have too big budgets not being able to make impossible sale projections. They are trying to stem the bleed with microtransactions, but most players hate them and are starting to push back against them. There literally is no amount of money that will make investors happy. Eventually the bigger games, bigger budget model will fail. Cable TV. Like, who is still out here paying $80 a month to scroll past 900 channels of nothing? It's like a blockbuster that refuses to believe the internet happened. Every year they raise prices and act shocked when more people leave. It's the Sears of entertainment. Auto racing. Racetracks are closing all over the country. The pressure is coming from all sides, too. There are far fewer hobby racers than there used to be as the raw material dries up and racing becomes more expensive even in the entry-level classes. The land is becoming more valuable, and as we continue to build housing developments, the new homeowners complain about the noise and traffic. Spectator turnout is lower as racing and motorsports aren't as popular in general. We'll probably have top-tier racing for the foreseeable future, but it's dying at the grassroots level. Traditional TV. You know what isn't dying? Mattress stores and car washes, at least here in Florida. Farming. Not the industry itself but the amount of people involved. Farms and equipment have gotten so big. Small farm towns are disappearing fast. After 25 years in the Hollywood film industry, I've only worked about 2 months in the past 2.5 years.